Welcome to Spirit Medium Lower Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healings and happiness with national, international, Spirit Medium Lower is intuitive spirit healer for healing. She is recently receiving meditation with profound. Here's Spirit Medium.
Hi, everybody. This is Laura. So happy to see you and hear from you this evening. Um, as the show usually does, we're going to have a focus subject. Then I'll do a channeled message for everyone. Then I go to the phone lines and do other side connections. And then I do regular life questions. And tonight, I think I'm going to play a little soul talk magic, meaning that you, as the listener with a question, not the ones that want other side connections, but other people who want a life question or healing or something. If you have a question, I'm going to be playing soul talk magic with you, which is an interesting way to get answers. So our stutter, stutter, stumble, stumble. There is a website for the show. It's called spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And there you can find a myriad of resources, including the 8 No Wait, which is a way to jump to the top of the queue by making an $8 donation, which goes in part to help animals. You also can obtain a third more time free in your private sessions with me. And that would be explained at Spirit Medium TV. And then the real surprise is that you can see me live at Spirit Medium TV in a live video feed. So this is also a webinar format, which goes to YouTube. And if you're feeling courageous, there's a link that you can click on, a hot link, and you will enter the webinar. And if you do, you will get priority in the queue. I'll probably hear you when you enter, so that'll awaken me the fact that you're there. Okay, so that's about all I need to tell you about that. Let's go to the focus subject for this evening, which is all about the dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening. What does that mean? Well, many of us have gone through times in our life where we might even feel like we're dying. I used to say that to my mother before she passed. I used to feel like I'm at the end of a cycle, and everything's kind of ending, and I don't know where I'm going next. So when you're feeling, sometimes you get very depressed when you feel that way. I wasn't depressed at that time. It's just a weird feeling. But I have been depressed, and I've had a couple of friends too that have been going through that. One of them actually said, "I'm going through the dark night of the soul," and she was very despondent, very depressed. And so Eckhart Tolle, who many of you may have heard of, has written a number of books. Power of Now, for example, New Earth, is about your awakening. But I don't know what book he says this in, but this is his quote on Dark Night of the Soul. The dark night of the soul is a term used to describe what one would call a collapse of a perceived meaning in life, an eruption into your life of a deep sense of meaninglessness, very close to what's called depression. Nothing makes sense anymore, and there's no purpose to anything. And this is a setup to awaken into something deeper, which is no longer based on what you believed beforehand, a deeper sense of purpose or connectedness with a greater life that is not dependent on explanations or anything conceptual any longer. It's kind of a rebirth. So, dark night of the soul, if you might be going through it, you might be feeling depressed, you might be feeling that everything that had meaning to you before no longer does, and you're not sure what is next. But what is next is a rebirth. And at this time on Earth, 2018, but it's been going on since 2003, Earth is going through what you might have heard to be an ascension, a shift in energy or an upgrade. And many people that are going to go through the upgrade are going to have less struggle. They're going to be higher frequency, a faster frequency, and they will be able to create from their mind easier, their thinking easier, if their vibration is clean. What do I mean by that? Is that you've stepped outside of the karmic reincarnation cycle. Wow, that's big stuff, right? I'm getting a little ahead of myself because next week's focus subject will be more on karma. So let me come back to the article so I don't slip ahead too much. So if you are going through this, it usually is a gift to you to recalibrate your path on earth, moving from karma to ascend, from fear to love, and in that ascension, you will be at a higher vibration. And this ultimately is an alignment with the God source. Now, when you align with God, when you clear your vibration, you actually will be living in a higher state of miracles. Okay, so you won't get out of, oh no, this is going on. Oh no, that's going on too. What I see is what I get. And you have learned to train your sight of what you're seeing. You're no longer seeing failure, you're only seeing good. And I know that may sound a little strange because you may say to yourself, well, I only see problem in front of me. I don't have a job. I don't have love. I'm sick. I'm this and that. Well, those that ascend, those that move to a higher frequency of miracles, they learn how to only see the positive. And the more you train yourself to do that, the more you start experiencing the positive. Let's see if there's anything else I want to say here. There's more in the article if you're coming in at a future time listening to this, or even tonight if you're listening to this. If you go to my website, spiritmediumtv.com is a page on my website. At the top of the page, you'll see a little magnifying glass. You can search for Dark Night of the Soul, and you should be able to come to this article. So those are just a couple of key thoughts about it. Here's a little channel message. Get comfortable in the void. So when you're feeling like you're in the dark night of the soul, get comfortable in that. Do not press yourself. When you're sad, be sad. When you need quiet, get quiet. Take time to honor your feelings. Be alone or in the company of kind friends who are supportive. Take a break until your path emerges, which will lead you from the dark night of the soul to the light of love. Your dark night is your lighted path emerging to be grateful. So be grateful for it. Relax into it and know that a new day is dawning for you. Okay, so we can look at it as a positive thing. We may feel like something's ending, but we haven't seen what's coming in yet. But be grateful because rest assured there will be something coming in after that dark night of the soul. Because that is the way Earth is. It's all about cause and effect. And next week's focus subject, and the article's already on the website, is going to be all about how to get out of that circle, that cycle of karma, which is something that maybe we'd all want to know how to do, right? Okay, so we're going to do a little prayer, a little meditation, and then we're going to get the group channel message, and then I will go to the phone lines. So everybody listening, if you would please sit back in your respective locations, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed. Relaxing into the exhale. Asking for spirit to come to you. If you are wanting an other side connection, please invite your loved ones into your space right now. If you have a life question, please ask that you are given the correct answer to your question. And even if I don't get to you, still ask that that answer be given to you somehow. Okay. While you're doing that, I will go off and invoke the master prayer, and then we will do a connection and I will begin the channeling. So go off and do your little assignment. I'll be right back. And now, on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Good. One moment while I bring in the ones. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to converse with all of you this evening on the meaning of the soul and how powerful the soul is. Each of you, of course, does have a soul, and each of you is in contact with your soul. Usually, the hidden gems behind your intentions is your soul speaking to you. Sometimes your soul comes in with karmic intentions, intentions that would make you fearful. So one might say being in alignment with your soul would be fearless. However, at times your soul can make you fearful, believe it or not. When you feel upset about something, it is your soul's wake-up call about that something. It means that you need to release it, to let it go. For your soul will lead and guide you between good and bad experiences. It will lead you towards consummating your highest potential, your dreams for this lifetime. And it uses the language of love to do so, the language of emotions to do so. For emotions are the most potent way to empower or disempower you as a human being. So as your soul helps you navigate through life, through your feelings, please pay attention to them. Listen to them every day. If you are feeling bad about something, nervous or anxious, that is your soul speaking to you and telling you to let go of something that is causing that feeling. Namaste. Well, to tell you the truth, I never thought of it that way. I always thought if I have bad feelings, it's my ego coming in. But tonight, it's your soul coming in to help you. So I think we can all learn something from that. Okay. I'm going to go to the first person who called who wants an other side connection. I take 2 of those to begin with, and then we'll go to regular life questions. And that person is Liness. Hello, Liness. I'm good, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm just going to, you're at 901 area code that helps you with vibrational match. Liness. There is a, Lenise. I'm so sorry, honey. Lenise. That's better, right? Lenise. Well, there is a mother figure that pops in before me for you. She does show me that she has gray hair. It looks like she's pulling it off her face. She's a little bit more full of figured, and she looks rather old-fashioned in her dress and her stance. I already said she's a little bit full of figured. Please show more of yourself to me so I can move on. Okay. There's a lot of, sometimes I see things and I'm trying to get the words from. She's like a lioness. There's something about her that's a lioness. Now that could mean a lot of things, like a lion. Okay. But I'm going to see what she wants to tell me with that. What do you mean by that, please? Well, I believe that if she was not born under a Leo sign, she has this masterful quality about her, about being very strong-willed, strong person. And she actually shows in her face something that reminds me of a lioness. She has high cheekbones. She's got almond-shaped eyes. She's got a strong brow bone over her eyes. Her nose is medium width, and she's got flaring nostrils. She's got full lips, an average jawline, not too square, but not real narrow. She does show me that she has sons, or there's sons down the family line under her. That doesn't mean she doesn't have girls, but I do see sons. Usually when I see that, it could be up the father's line. Now, okay, there's also something going on in her chest and her throat area that's burning and hurting me, as if she might have had cancer in that area. Does this sound like anyone you would know, please? Okay, it was burning. Heart problem. Okay. Well, okay. All right. Because she's a very strong personality. She's very, very strong. Let me go on. She's going to give me more evidence. Then we'll go into more of a personal message for you, love. Okay. Lyness, love. Very strong-willed like you. She says, you and I have very similar temperaments. We like to get things done in life. We like to oversee things. We're strong-willed, purposeful individuals. And she says, I taught you that. I taught you that, my beautiful, beloved child. She says, well, even if I didn't teach you it, she said, you'd still be that way because it's your nature to be strong. She wants you to be strong now. Okay, there's something going on in your life that's very tempting to you. I'm asking her what it is. I'll find out. What do you mean by that, Mom? Tempting to take something away from you that you really, really want. Well, what's the temptation? Is she tempted by it, or is somebody tempting her with it? Please elaborate. You're very strong-willed, Lanice. You're trying to take something away, or someone's trying to take something away from you that you really, really want, and don't let other people. Okay, so it's something that you want to hold on to keep, and somebody's trying to take this away from you. Could be many things. I'll see if she wants to give us an elaboration on that point. I wasn't ready for your personal message, but that's what she wanted to say. So let me let her lead. It's a karmic issue with you from before, another lifetime, where people always seem to be stabbing you in the heart and taking from you. You give, they take, and you're always left holding the bag, holding the empty, whatever it is. And there's something going on in your life right now that's sort of hurting you or offering you a lot of negative emotions, Lanice. And Mother is trying to soothe you about this and remind you of how strong you are. And don't let, her wording is, don't let them take this from you this time. Don't let who take this from her, please, Lanice. So Lanice, hold on, honey. Somebody's taking something away from you. It's your heart. So I would say there's a matter of the heart going on right now. I'm trying to, her wording is a little bit off, so I'm going to interpret a little bit. It feels like somebody's taking something away from you and you're very wounded. It's emotional. Like love, or you've lost love, or something like that. Would that make any sense to you, Lanice?
Well, I'm not in a relationship, but I'm wondering, if I will ever,
Okay. Yeah. It kind of feels like a what? Oh, okay. Perfect subject for you this evening. So Mom is showing me that you have like they're always taking from you. People take from you, and you've never, so it is an emotional thing. It's an emptiness in you. And so she's saying to be strong-willed like Mom is. Remember, to be strong like Mommy, Mom. So I'm going to see if she wants to give you any more advice on that, or if she has anything else to show me about that. Okay, Lanice, hold on, Mom. Just take care of yourself, sweetheart. She says, you know what to do about all these wounds from the past. They will pass over time. She says they will pass over time, and you will be whole again, a new person. And new brethren will be with you, meaning another person. So she's seeing that wounds from the past will be gone, and that you will have new brethren. Brethren means friends. Let me see if she means specific person or just feeling loved again. Hold on. Do you mean specific person, Mom, or do you mean just friends? No, she will have someone to love again. Do not despair. Okay? Do not despair. You will have love again. You are very lovable, and everybody does love you. She says you just give too much. You don't ask for enough. She says, I want you this time to balance the scales in your favor by not giving before receiving. You're a giver, not a taker. I want you to now be a taker before being a giver. Not that you shouldn't give, but she wants you to balance it out. She says, I taught you and all of my children to be givers. She says, but you need to also balance it with taking. She says, you do feel good about yourself. You have very good self-esteem. She says, not a matter of that. It's just the way you were taught growing up was to give, 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 and not look for the giving back. And you give too soon, you give too much. So that's mommy's advice to you, but there is somebody new coming in for you. Okay, my dear? What was that, honey? I don't want to turn this into a life reading. It was another side connection, but just follow your mother's advice that everything is going to be fine and she's giving you her love. That's the key to all this. Sooner or later will always have to do with you and your readiness and vibration. But she's telling me that you are ready now. So that would mean it doesn't take too long. Okay, sweetheart? Thank you, love. Bye. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, and so I am now going to go to the other person wanting another side connection, and that would be Heather. Wow, we got a lot of callers. Hi, Heather. How are you this evening, sweetheart?
Hi, Laura. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, darling. Where's 850? Where is that, honey?
It's in Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, okay. So you're on my meetup then? Is that how you found the show?
Huh?
Did you find the show from the meetup I have, or how did you find this radio show?
No, just the person go through people.
Oh, okay. So you were on. Oh, okay. So you know about Blog Talk Radio. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, love. Let's see what's going on with Heather and her wanting an other side connection. Heather, 850. Please focus in, Heather, honey. Heather? Heather, honey? I'm going to need your undivided attention if that's possible. Is that possible, love?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay,
You
honey.
got it.
All right. Because otherwise I can't make an energetic connection and help and get to who you need. So I need your mind involved. Okay, hold on. Heather, 850. Heather, 850. I feel that there's more of a father figure here, or a male that's older than you that's waiting to come in for you. And I also feel that there is some problem in his throat area. He does look rather old. He looks like he lives to an advanced age. He's slender. There's somebody else as well now popping in. Looks like a woman also lives to a very advanced age that's with him. She popped right in front of him. So she might have the stronger personality, but okay. So I'm going to let him sit on the side for a moment. He's got a throat. He's got a problem with throat and lungs and all that. I believe he might have, he looks very thin also and lives to an advanced age, but now this woman pops in front. Perhaps they're mated together, married or whatever. But she's got high cheekbones. Her hair is on the wider side. It's kind of frizzy around her face, a little bit cut, and a little bit of Dutch boy kind of thing with bangs and a little bit blunt, but still it's kind of thinning and kind of wavy, curly kind of thing, but it's white. She's got high cheekbones. They're hollowed out. She's got very cute, innocent eyes. She looks like she likes to talk a lot. Her eyebrows go up a bit. She looks very bright, even though she looks weathered and old. She is wearing a little bit of a cap of a hat. She's very persnickety, very particular about things, and she's exceptionally thin. Now, I just want to see if she wants to give me anything else, and we'll come back to you in a moment. There's a male under her, and not in spirit, but in terms of family line. In other words, she gives birth to a male. If it's not directly under her, it would be down the family line, grandchildren, or some offspring, or whatever. She may tell me if she wants. I'm just giving you what I'm getting as it comes in. Okay, hold on one second, please. She also talks about cancer. Cancer is a problem in the family, or other people. People have cancer. I don't know if she's saying she has it, but she says cancer runs in the family. One or two more things will come in. She does like to talk. She's a very big talker, good talker, articulate individual. Does look like she smokes at some point in her life. She's not showing me if she has cancer or not, but I believe the male figure did have cancer and was also somebody that would have been a smoker. Now, from all of these things I'm telling you, would this make sense, please?
No,
Not at all, honey?
I have no idea who it would be.
Okay. Well, they're very strong in front of me, particularly the female. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. If I'm not making a connection, you can recognize. I will honor the connection because I know it's correct for somebody if you're not recognizing it now. But what I will do as a courtesy to you is ask you who you are looking for me to connect with. These two individuals still hold true, but who are you looking for me to connect with, please?
My mother,
Okay. Do you remember your grandparents at all?
yeah,
And that was your mother thin?
I'm sorry.
Was your mother thin?
Yeah, she got thinner towards the end of her life.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing her at the end very thin. Did she grow to an age where her hair was white, please, and kind of disheveled looking?
But that was always really blonde.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks light to me. I'll say that, and it looked a little bit frizzy. I'll say that. I believe this could be your mother, but just bear with me, honey, while I help you pull it apart a little bit. I didn't say this before, but she does have even features. Her eyes are rather big. She's got high cheekbones. She's got a little bit narrower jaw. There's pointed, even features, small nose, big eyes, and her forehead is a little bit wider than her chin line, which would give me the impression of a bit of a heart-shaped face. Would you know that from Mom, please?
Yes.
Okay. Would you know if she smoked, please?
No.
At any time in her life, love? Looks like she's pretty old when she passes. Okay. All right, we'll leave that then. The smoking, we'll throw that out. Well, she talks a lot. Would you remember if she was a good talker and kind of like, yeah, kind of right in your face kind of person, because she jumped in the middle of all of this. Would you know that about her personality, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And were there any males given birth? Yes, go ahead, honey.
I was going to say, you think you're referring to me dropping
Could be. Let's not worry about that just now. We'll put that on the side for a moment. And there are males in the family that are born under her, meaning that she had a son. She's actually saying to me she did have a son or two. Now, so that would mean you have brothers. Okay, good. She loves her children very much. She loves you very much. There's also a problem with her feet and getting around towards the end of her life. She's not as mobile as she would have liked to be. She actually shows me her feet. Would you know anything about that, please? Just yes or no, please, Heather.
Yeah.
Okay. She's calm. She likes to stay calm. She's a calm thinker, although she has a spitfire temper when she needs to. But she says she usually is not an angry person. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah.
Okay. She says you're very much like her. She says you ruled the world when you were young. No, she means something by that. I'll see what she means. You're very smart. She said you're a very smart child. You're very smart now. You're very articulate. You're a loving person. She says you have a lot of potential and you're using most of it. She's very proud of you. She also says proud of you've given birth to children, right? You have a family of your own, please. Yes, she says you do. She loves every one of you so much. She also says, thank you very much for taking care of me towards the end of my life. She says, I don't know what I would have done if you were not around. She said, I felt so alone at that time, but you were there for me. And she says, I will be forever indebted and grateful to you for that. Would you understand that, please, Heather?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves you so much. I cannot tell you the amount of feeling I'm getting. Maybe you can feel it too, Heather. Just, oh, good. Okay. I do see there's something going on in the chest area as if it would be heart problem. Would you understand that for Mom, please?
It could be.
Okay. She showed me a hat before. She shows me a hat now, a different hat. She shows me herself a little bit younger. This time her hat is like a beret and her hair is just a little longer than before. Good looking woman from, she says, for most of her life. She says she always was a looker. And she says, you look a lot like her. She says, say hello. And then she says, say goodbye. Say hello and goodbye. And something about those twins. Do you have twins in the family, or the two people that look very alike or something? Would you know anything about that, please?
My sister has twins.
Oh, okay, wonderful. She says they're spitting image of me. She says spitting image of me. She says say hello, say hello to them for me. And she gives everybody a big kiss and a big hug. And she loves you tremendously. She says thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, she says thank you so much for asking me to come in. Okay, my dear, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. All righty, I'm going to go to the first person who calls in for for a life question, and that would be, I'm going to try to find that person because I did put everybody down. Yeah, here it is, Andrea. Okay, Andrea, we're going to play a little bit of a game. Hi, sweetheart. We're going to play a little bit of Soul Talk Magic before I get to your question. I want you to, yeah, it's fun. It kind of gives us a pre-message for you. So I have six different cards. These are called soul collage cards. I'm not showing you, I'm just showing you the backs of them if you're looking on the video. But I want you to pick a number. I want you to pick a number from 1 through 6, and that would be the right card for you.
Okay, I will pick 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And ooh, so that card I now have on the video. And that card is it's a person, it's a ballerina, if you can't see it. It's a ballerina with gold jewels all around her. And so this could mean a lot of things, but basically I would say it means for you abundance is coming to you, expression, artistry, and everything that you've ever wanted in your life, almost like a bird taking off. So that's a very good card. Okay, I don't usually use tools, but I love the soul collage cards, and I love working with people this way because it helps you open up your own intuitive gifts, which is the way to raising your vibration, evolving, and becoming more masterful. So go ahead now and give me your question, love.
Yeah, I just have a hard time looking for stable living. Yeah, a very long struggle for me.
Oh. Okay. Now, well, the first thing I need to do is look at your chakras, see if there's any blocks there, and then we'll get to more of a specific, well, that's pretty specific to chakras, because if you're having a systemic issue, it keeps happening over and over and over again, usually, right, we usually need to do something with a healing kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to do this with you also, they're telling me. I want you to pick a number from 1 through 7, and that would be the blocked chakra. I'm going to read the numbers off, and you tell me the one that pops out at you, okay? Listen up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. Okay, 5. And I got the sacral. Sacral chakra is sexuality and all that, so that would make sense. And 5 is self-esteem issues. Let me look clairvoyantly. This is okay. There's a lot of a lot of red in your sacral chakra. So what does that mean? Red means is the root chakra, and it usually has to do with security, scarcity, so scarcity of feeling good about yourself. I'm going to get more information, and then we'll do a brief healing on that and move to the message of when. Can you hear me? Andrea?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just said that I see red in your solar plexus. Okay, red is scarcity, feeling of insecurity. It's a feeling of insecurity in your solar plexus. I'm going to see if they'll tell the cause of that is, honey. And if you can recognize it, you can actually release it. There may be a lot of layers of healing, but this is at least one layer we'll do on the show. So let me go there. Solar plexus. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you didn't hear a lot growing up that you were really wanted, and that you might not have been planned as a child, or some kind of thing there of not feeling wanted, not hearing it, at least. You understand it, particularly from mom.
Kind of visible.
Is that what it is? Okay. There's also this red is in the upper left corner. Do you have a sister or anything, honey? You have sisters? Yes, you have sisters. One sister? Yeah, one older sister left?
No,
Younger?
no, I don't have a sister. I
Okay.
don't have a sister.
Okay. Would you say that you might have felt that like your mother might have looked at other children and said they were wonderful, girls in particular, but wasn't giving you that kind of attention? Would you say that, please?
Yeah, I think so. Compared to
Other women?
other people.
Okay, that's what I see there. It's like particularly females. Okay, so we're going to do something together. We're going to literally shift the vibration by spray painting in. Imagine that you had a spray paint can, right? And you could spray paint in yellow, sparkling yellow. So we're going to spray paint sparkling yellow all across your midsection. This is Andrea. By the way, anybody listening can help with this if they want. Spray painting beautiful yellow light and clearing out all of that vibrationally. And I'm going to see if there's a healing prayer that goes with, not see, there will be a healing prayer. Okay, hold on. From this point forward, Andrea is a perfect target for love. She has love from all above. We love her as her guides. She now knows this in her heart. She knows that she is deserving. She knows that she has had love in the past, albeit it did not work out properly for her. It is still an example of love. And from this, we would like you to extract the aspect of being loved and in love, that feeling. We would like you to project it to the future. Knowing that you once had love will help you understand that you can have love. And from that understanding, you will now have love. Namaste. Okay, so I've done a little bit of a clearing on you. Okay, now let me just go now to see what the advice is. This is Heather, and she is at 619 area code. You're a very smart, methodical individual. You always go about everything with a routine, like you like to come up with a plan and attack. And that's good. That's good. Keep yourself methodical about this. It does require effort. You know this. Don't be too critical or judge too soon. And keep moving like you've been doing. Keep looking and keep going ahead. Don't look back. Go ahead. Trying to make a prediction. Predictions are irrelevant. Hold on. I'm trying to see a timeline here.
Okay.
You have to get going on something first before love can come in. There's something that's a prerequisite in your life before you can have your partner. And that would have to do with, it will help you feel good about yourself also, besides the healing that we've done. But it seems to me that it would have something to do with work and or your career. And when you're properly situated, you'll be more stable, and then that individual will be coming in automatically. So it's really not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. Okay. It's not like you have a big black cross on your forehead saying, you can't be loved. You can have love. It's just that you're systematically drawn away with concern about another area of your life, which you've really not been able to get stabilized. I'm trying to see what it is. I think it's work, but I'm not feeling that either. Hold on, Heather. What is it, please, Spirit, for Heather? It is work. It's work. It's work. You're not doing something you like to do. What is your career, honey? Do you have a career? You do? Okay. And okay. Well, I don't know what it is then, because they just popped in and said that you have to get something done first before you can attract your proper mate. What was that, honey? Okay, do you know, let me see if they can give me a hint as to what this is. Have you anything else? I feel that there might be something going on maybe with health for you. Perhaps, do you have a project that you're sort of postponing and you haven't started yet? Maybe a new routine with exercise, maybe diet. Is there something else going on there for you, love? Okay. Now, do you know why? Oh, okay. Is that you have a child? Oh, okay. So that would be it. And that's work in a way because maybe you feel somewhat responsible. You're not working at it in a job capacity, but it is something to take care of, so to speak. See, that drains your energy right now. Okay, that drains your energy. And so long as that's happening, your man is waiting right behind that. So I don't mean to discourage you, but when that is cleared up, when that is somehow resolved in whatever way it can be resolved, then you'll feel a lot better, and then everything else will click into place. But that man is right behind that for you, and you shouldn't have to wait much longer after you stabilize the parental situation. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
Thank you, love. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was a little bit tricky, that one. All right, moving on to interesting. Oh, there's Jane. Okay, good. Where are we anyway, time-wise? Okay, good. Hey, Jane, how are you, darling? I'm doing good, honey. So what can Spirit do for you this evening, love? What do you have a question tonight, or what is going on? Do you have a question? All right, I was going to try to use I was going to try to use soul talk magic, but I think I'll just go to your question. Jane, job, something that she likes, yes or no? You're smart. You have no problems. You shouldn't be having a problem getting a job. Let me just see what the problem is. I see that they're showing me something about you and your values and your nature as a human being. You're a person that you're very altruistic. You believe in human rights, and you're not a particularly driven, commercially money-oriented person. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to work and we could just do what we love, kind of person? And I think that's right. So we got to try to figure out if you could have been a social worker, aside from it burning you out, but you're like a social worker. You do it for nothing. You just want to help people. Very special kind of person. I wouldn't be surprised if one would say you're a star seed. In other words, you've come in this incarnation to help others, but you don't have the same values as the rest of society. You're just not digging it. All right. So what can she do, please, Spirit? This is for Jane, lovely Jane. So any kind of work that has to do with soothing others, that's in service to others. It could be maybe work with senior people. It could be work with somehow or other it's service oriented and helping those that need help, like people in a senior community, like maybe a nursing home or something, or children, or something to do with adoptions, or something to do with social work, but something that has to do with the greater good, and that you feel like you're there because you really have a purpose there besides the money is the direction that you should move in. And once you do, you're going to find that doors will open up for you. Are you living in the Pacific Northwest? Where are you living, honey?
I live in Canada, actually.
Are you on the west side of Canada, honey? Or what part?
No, more closer towards the eastern side.
Okay. All right. And what is the name of the city, honey, that you're in? I'm going to see if I can give you a specific of what to do there. What city are you in?
In Toronto.
Oh, Toronto.
Toronto?
Yeah, I have some very good friends from Canada right now, by the way. In Florida, there's a lot of Canadians right now where I am. One of my very good friends is, yeah, right from Toronto. Okay. You need to find something that has to do with helping others. I feel that you're very skilled in communications skills like writing, public relations. So again, anything you can combine with public service, and now they're adding in communications and journalism, communications, marketing, public relations, that kind of a thing. And you would be able to find more close to home. That has been an issue for you in the past of commuting too far away. Perhaps there might even be some availability to work online with, and I think that's what you're hoping for, something online. And you would be able to find that you're highly skilled, much more so than you're giving yourself credit for. So it has to serve the greater good. It would use your communication skills. It could be a telecommuter job or in part telecommuter job. The government is also a good employer for you, although I think you might feel a little bored there. So don't stop, but social service, public service is something that would be very good for you. And I do feel that you're going to be finding that job very soon.
Well, I'm thinking of either getting a job at a hotel or like administrative work.
Oh, that's perfect. The home health care. The home health care is very good. That's fine. That's fine. Customer service is very, yes, that's very good for you because it's public relations customer service. So you're combining this social work with your communication skills and your public relations. And perhaps there is a telecommuter aspect to that. I don't know, but I do feel that that would be very good for you and that you would get that work. And you need to just plow ahead and know that it's there for you. So you already have some prospects in mind, is what you're saying. Yeah, let me just look. Give me the initials of one of the companies, please, and I'll tell you if it will employ you and when. If it's 2 words, I need both initials. Okay, let me look at SRT for you. Will that work for her, please? Yes or no? SRT. Yes, it would probably work out in the near term, but there's a better one coming along longer term if you will hold out for it, or you may take this one and then you may end up switching to the other one because they feel a delay in the other employer that would give you better salary, and it would be sort of like the big thing, the great thing. And I see B in the name or something to do with B letter. What is is there another one, honey, right behind it that you know of? Not, you wouldn't know if it's behind it, but I see it. I kind of felt a B letter, but maybe it is V. I heard B like in boy. Do you know any like that, please? Well, I got a B, so I want to say a B like in Bayshore. And that would be a very formidable opportunity for you, and that you would like that very much. It's B is for Bayshore, but B is for bonus. B is for big one. B is for very good. So that's what I'm getting for your lead. Don't worry too much about it. You're on the right path. Exactly the right path for you.
Yeah, I want to do something different. So it's going to help
Yes. I'm going to repeat I'm going to try to repeat very succinctly. Spirit said that the reason you don't have employment is because you weren't on the right path for yourself. If you do something that has to do with service to those that need help, like something in social services, okay, And if you're using communication skills, public relation skills, that would be perfect for you. So out of the two, probably the home health care. But you know, if you get the hotel, we'll give it a try. But I'm getting the home health care would be better for you. All right, love. You're welcome. You're Well, if you can, you know, if you got a hotel job, if you got a hotel job now, you get into the social service work a little later. But for now, there's a shorter term opportunity. Maybe it's easy to get into hotel, but ultimately you should be more in something that where you feel what you're doing has purpose and meaning besides just being a hotel. And that's what the message is for you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, love. Bye. Bye-bye, honey. Okay. And now I'm going to go to, I think I have somebody else after her. Yeah, Ashley, I've got you numbered. And then I'm going to go to whoever. Hey, Ashley, how you doing, sweetheart? Good, darling. Go ahead, honey, and give me your question, love. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see if I can. I have a soul talk magic thing for that also, but let's see if they'll just talk. This is for Ashley at 443. Will the guides please come in for her? You are a healer, Ashley. You've come into Earth to work with others on healing and their potential. You guide them, you lead them, you help them. You are the one that should be helping others as you have been helped before by others. You have healed yourself in various areas of your own life. You're now ready to launch in a healing program that you would provide for others. They give me the word circumscribe for others. I guess that means create and then do. And that you would be a healer. So what I'm getting is healer is the primary focus for you. And it seems to have more of a, is it energy healing or word healing, please? Let me see what they want to say. You're healing in a way that is administrative and or counseling. It's a counseling kind of job and role. You have tried to do this before, but it didn't always work out for you. You're at a point now where you feel it's not the right work for you because it has not worked out for you. Now, I'm going to come back to you, Ashley. Would you understand this, please? Absolutely, absolutely. So let's see what we can do to get you moving beyond the current situation so that you get the engine going. Let's see what they want to say. Hold on. Ashley 443. You have worked in this capacity before, so you know that you can work in this capacity again. It's not up to you to call the shots. That is the problem. You need to learn how to listen better to where the opportunities are coming in. You need to learn how to become neutral. In the neutral path, you will find that you will be led, absolutely led. It may sound counterintuitive because it seems that the work would require you be the self-starter. However, at this time in your life, you need to learn how to be the passive angel that you are. You need to learn how to be in the now, to be passive, and to allow the powers that be to lead you. You are learning now how to work with divine energy and forces that are coming in to lead and guide. Once you understand how that feels or where it is coming from and how to tap into it, you will simply follow the instructions that are being downloaded to you on a daily basis. We suggest the following practice on a daily basis: to sit in meditation Ask questions, hear answers, write them down, and allow yourself to do what comes into your head on a daily basis. Ask and you shall receive. You will be guided. It is only through the path, this is important, it's only through the path that you have activated that you can fulfill your work. The path is something that you began a long time ago, before this lifetime, to help and heal souls. This is the path. The path is a divine process. The path is about learning how to trust. The path is about learning how to let go and to allow the divine to speak through you. You are a healer. You are a nurturer. You've come for no other purpose than this. Know it now. Relax into it. Allow it to be so. As you relax into it, you will find the guidance will come. It is only a slight amount of fear that holds you back. You just needed to get the confirmation. We, as your divine guidance team, are working with you. We are healing your soul and helping you in your path. The path. We keep saying the path because the path is what you know. I'm going to ask them something about you, Ashley. Is Ashley a star seed, please? I'm asking them. I wanted them to say it. I believe you are from what they said. That's why I thought I would ask. Okay, you already know. Let me see what they say about that. Please, is Ashley a star seed? Yes, she is a star seed. She's come in to help and heal others as she's healing herself. She needed to explore the earth dynamics before she could help the earth dynamic. This is what you have been going through. This is your dark night of the soul. We all, as entities, need to have our time of not knowing so that we can enter the time of knowing. Not knowing is just as important as knowing. Being in the void is just as important as being in the light. And you are now in the void, but entering the light. Allow the light to come, diminish the void, just allow us to be with you. We want you to create a vacuum of emptiness, and you will find then that the emptiness will bring in the answer. When we say a vacuum, we mean do nothing. Do nothing for a few days at least, until you start getting all kinds of signs and signals. It will be coming in the next 2 to 3 days. Do not worry. It is coming in. You are talented. You are a healer. You have divine presence and guidance. You have been made to do this. Not time to give up. You know this now. Allow. Okay, I'm going to stop the channeling now. Thank you, light beings. They're very strong. I know how they feel because that's what I am. And so so that's why I knew you're a star seed. So it's hard sometimes, when we're in the frequency. It's good for everybody to know. When we're on Earth, we don't know. We volunteered, some of us, to come here, and we're not really, Earth beings. But those on Earth, the Earth vibration is like myopic. You can't see everything. And so it's moving from the not knowing to the knowing that is the evolution, right? The not knowing is the fear. The not knowing is the darkness. The knowing is the letting go and allowing, going into the light and being. So you're fine. You just need to do that process now of trusting. It's a little hard, especially when you have to pay bills, okay? But they're telling me that within 2 to 3 days, everything's going to be shifting. So just allow, okay? Thank you, Ashley. My respect to you. Don't mind that thing in the background. My respect to you, my dear. Namaste. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody for calling in this evening. If you would like a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. And there, if you place in the event code field, when you're ordering your time, you put in the code radio show, you will obtain a third more time for free than that for which you pay. So if you pay for 30 minutes, you get 10 more minutes free, and you get a total of 40 minutes, which is a 25% discount. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye. I look forward to working with you next time. Bye-bye.
blog talk radio